Alright, so I got a Crossfire Nano Diversity. It's a new receiver from Team Black Sheep. As you can see, it is a Diversity Crossfire receiver. Pretty cool. And it's real diversity, not the cheap knockoff Chinese pretend diversity. As you can see, it has 2 chips. This thing's pretty big. I don't know why they call it a nano. It's 24 millimeters long and 18 millimeters wide. It's only about 3 millimeters thick at its thickest point. So, you know, it's pretty thin. You could fit it in most spots on a build. Definitely on most 5-inch. Micros, it might be a little bit harder to get it fit in there. But since it's so thin, it should fit like on top of a stack or something like that. Or maybe even in between a stack. It's 1.8 grams, so it's pretty light. It's got a nice robust bind button. It's not like the stupid little copper looking ones that are on like the Crossfire Nano or XM Plus. I hate those buttons. People are always breaking them because they break so easy. But this one seems like it's really robust, so that's really nice. So it has the regular pads like any other Crossfire. It's got like the 5-volt and ground. I'm not sure which one's which, but they're right here. 5-volt and ground, and then channels 1 through 4. Over here you got 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you have your GPS pads. And then something really unique on this thing is these 2 pads right here are actually for a separate lipo. So you can take a lipo like, well, I got a little one right here. It's probably not small enough, but if you really wanted to, if you planned on losing your quad for a week or so, you could use this thing, throw some heat shrink on there, you know, run these wires to the battery pads right there. And I guess what this thing will do is if you lost your quad, it'll transmit GPS coordinates. And I guess you don't have to have a GPS for it to do that. I don't know how that works, but they call it beacon mode, and it'll transmit GPS coordinates. And I don't know if it does that. It must do that through the OSD maybe, or maybe on your TX or in your radio somehow. And then it blasts RF beacon signals that allows you to pinpoint its location without a GPS. Pretty crazy. And then another feature it has is FLARM, which is collision avoidance technology for airplanes. And you can broadcast on the FLARM network for free and receive airplane traffic information on your OSD. I guess you're supposed to have an additional license to be able to do that legally. So yeah, and that's about it. So it's quite a bit bigger, but still would fit in most builds. It's quite a bit more expensive. It's double the amount the regular Nano costs. This is $60 and the regular Nano is $30. But it's probably worth it for some people, you know, people that got the money to spend on this stuff and like those awesome features. Then this is probably the receiver for you. So I think that's about it. Alright. Oh, this is all it comes with. It just comes with these nice soft silicone wires and a big piece of heat shrink. It's probably big enough to be able to put this and a little lipo in there. Pretty big piece. And then it comes with the 2 antennas as well. That'd be so crazy to have 2 Immortal T's on your... I mean, it's hard enough to find a spot to put 1 Immortal T. Crazy. Alright. Thanks.